Scotty Pickett, chef and owner of Matilda and Estelle, is joining me today to cook a beautiful piece of fish. This recipe is actually in your latest book, Marriage of Flavours. It's a ripper, it really is.
Yeah, page 63, Juzzy. Yeah, check it out.
You've been reading it at night too, haven't you?
I have been reading it. It's my new baby. I'm looking after it under the pillow, you know, making sure that all the recipes are correct.
Exactly. This is a very simple recipe, very few ingredients.
Very, very simple. It's really one of my one-pan wonders for a quick, easy meal.
Yep.
So we'll get started.
Sure.
Nice hot pan. Beautiful piece of gold band snapper.
Oh, look at that.
Now, you don't have to use the gold band snapper. There's pinkies or red snapper. Yeah, they're in the bay here where we're from in Melbourne as well too.
Okay.
Or if you didn't want to use snapper, you could use a different white flesh fish as well too.
Sure, okay.
Okay, right, so I'm just going to score the skin. Now, that just makes it a little bit easier to cook. It cooks a bit quicker and just lets the heat sort of penetrate through the flesh itself too. Yeah, don't go too deep. Just nice little scores. And then if you do this at home, it makes it look a bit chefy and a bit restaurant-y as well too.
Nice sharp knife makes a
Nice
difference
sharp
too.
knife. Perfect, so you see? Yeah, 6 or 7 through there.
Very good.
Yeah, medium, to high heat on the pan.
Yep.
Now, I really want to cook this about 3/4 skin side down.
Yes.
Right, that way I get beautiful, crispy, crunchy skin and the flesh stays nice and soft and delicate.
Cooking fish at home is very easy to do, in particular if you follow the rules of the 3/4 on the skin side. And also the fish tells you when it's ready, right? Because you can see the protein change colour, which we'll see
It
right
changes,
now.
we'll see. So we'll put that skin side down.
Yep.
You can hear it sizzling already. Now, that's about 180, 200 grams. That's about a portion these days, really.
Yep.
Now, you could do this same dish with a whole fish as well. If you had a little baby snapper or something,
Yeah.
bake it in the oven, foil, on the Weber or the barbecue as well too. There's lots of different options.
Also, when you've got a beautiful piece of fish like that, you don't want to bombard it with so many different flavours. You've got just some mushrooms here, lots of butter.
Lots of butter. We're really just making a sauce and the garnish in.
Yes.
Now, do you want to start chopping those just
Sure.
quickly? Go for that one.
Yep, how do you like them? Just sliced?
Yeah, just slices,
Yep.
just slices. Right, I'm going to keep my fingers on this fish and I'm just keeping a little bit of pressure on the fish. It stays nice and flat and that beautiful crispy skin.
Let's talk mushrooms. What have you got here?
Well, these are shiitake mushrooms. Yeah, they're one of my favourites. They get beautiful umami. It's great just with parsley, lemon, butter and a bit of sherry vinegar.
Yep, and these are fresh shiitake mushrooms.
Fresh shiitakes, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. You could use dried if you wanted to rehydrate or do a wonderful mix of maybe enoki or shimeji or some wood fungus or even pine mushrooms are one of my favourites, definitely.
When they're in season, you really want to get those pine mushrooms. They're a real treat, aren't they?
Well, there's lots of my mates go out and pick them, actually.
Yes, I would love to do that one day. I think it's one of those things that's sort of quite therapeutic going out there into nature. It's quiet, but you really want to pick the right time. When is the best time to go for
Maybe
mushrooms?
2 or 3 days after heavy rain and the sunshine comes out and then the piney's just pop.
Oh, nice. Is that enough mushrooms for you, or do you like
That's
them
fine,
more?
that's fine. We're really only doing a portion for me. There's one piece of fish and I'm the guest, so if you behave, I might give you a little piece of fish to try, Juzzy.
All right, Scotty, trust me, I'll fight you for it at the end.
All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of salt on top.
Yep.
A little bit of pepper. Now, you can see here, Juzzy. Yeah, the fish has just started to change colour up the side, see?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Got a beautiful crispy skin. I'm going to leave that another 30 seconds.
Yep.
And then flip it.
Yep.
And then just sit him in there for about 30 seconds, 1 minute, to soak up all that heat and just gently cook through. Oh, look at that. Golden brown. Yep, you can see now that that's almost cooked, another 30 seconds a minute. Yep. And then what we're going to do is take it out and rest the fish. Now, you can rest fish, the same as meat.
Yes.
Yeah, the heat doesn't have to be too aggressive. We've got our wonderful crispy skin.
And also, the fish continues cooking as it's resting, just like any other protein.
Yep. Yeah. Now, just a knob of butter now. Yep. Now, I don't want to burn the butter, but this is just to get a little bit of beautiful flavour as we're glazing the fish.
Monté au beurre.
Monté au beurre. And we're going to make a wonderful emulsion with the butter and the sherry vinegar and the lemon juice after we've roasted the mushrooms. And then that's your sauce.
I like these very simple recipes that really focus on the technique, getting the cooking right of a piece of fish. It's just priceless.
That's exactly what it's about, Juz. It's just about actually cooking the mushrooms well. Right, so our pan's still warm. Yeah, my butter's starting to sizzle. Now, just for good luck, because I love fat. Whether it's in butter or olive oil, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to saute those gently. Now, the butter's starting to burn too. You can smell that burn noisette coming. That's where we get the flavour in this dish. Right, now the mushrooms are going to soak up a lot of that butter and a lot of that oil as well too. And so if you have to add a little bit more, yeah, then do.
Yeah, more.
More. Well, this is just for me. I can absorb a couple of kilos of butter a day.
As we've discussed, this is my piece of fish.
We'll share, I promise you.
Of course.
Now, do you want to grab that parsley?
Yes.
Yeah, give that a quick chop.
Okay.
You just pick that down. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon zest in here. And then I'm going to get you to cut this in half for me so we can squeeze the fresh lemon juice in as well too.
For you right now.
I can smell that lemon zest, the Bernoisette. You can see they're starting to toast off.
Smells good.
Perfectly. A little pinch of salt in there. And now I'm going to add just a touch more butter because it's a little bit dry, but not too much.
So I noticed you kept putting butter in. Is that sort of controlling the heat in there?
Exactly. If it all goes in too early, then it burns and it sort of gets too dark.
Sure.
Right, and so we're tempering our fat, we're tempering the butter and the flavour, and just keep adding as you go, and it sort of drops the heat a little bit, and it's still roasty toasty, but it's not burnt. Squeeze of lemon juice in there. A little bit of sherry vinegar, maybe 20 or 30 mils.
Yum.
Bring that down and reduce that.
Sherry vinegar.
Sherry
So
vinegar.
good.
You can smell that, does it? Oh. Right, I'm going to turn the heat off now because my sauce is emulsified. You can see it's a beautiful glaze. Yep, I've rested my fish. Yeah, pop him on the plate. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit more glamorous, you could add capers, you could add anchovies. There could be other things in your sauce as well too.
Sure.
But yeah, this is really, you know, that classic, brown butter, parsley sort of sauce, you know?
And mushies, usually you associate with meat, but it goes so well with fish. It's classical, right?
Yeah, it is classical, especially, you know, there's lots of white wine creamy sauces, mushroom sauces.
Yes.
Especially in Europe, you might have trompettes or girolles or big ceps.
Yes.
Yeah, ceps and sea bass is a classic. So, yeah, I've got my beautiful brown butter there with my sherry vinegar, parsley, salt, pepper. It's got acid, it's got umami from the mushrooms, it's salty, there's a little bit of spice there from the mushy as well. Yeah, very balanced dish and very, very simple.
It also looks quite elegant.
Oh,
One
we're
for
going
you.
to both taste, are we?
We're sharing.
A little drizzle of olive oil just to finish off too. Yeah, my best friend. You could put fresh herbs on top. You know, serve this with a garden salad, green salad. Sprinkle of salt for luck.
Do you know what this would be great with? Just a steamed kiffer potato, a waxy potato, or new seasoned potato.
Beautiful in butter and loads of herbs as well too.
He loves his butter just as much as I do. All right, let's have a taste. Let me get this crispy
I love the
skin.
shroomy bits, look.
Fish is cooked to perfection.
Yeah, just rested through. It's a lovely medium. So simple, so delicious, like a little bit like me, Juzzy.
That dish is you on a plate. There you go.